Hello everybody and welcome to our Four Seasons. Now, if you can cast your minds back to when we said this,
I suppose a combined low point for us both that we need to broach the subject is that there might not be another Four Seasons fishing.
I can't see it. I can't see it.
I'm trying to persuade him to do a video diary because I know people want to see it.
It's up to the guys at the end of the... So you remember that? Now, I couldn't figure out how on earth we could beat it. In Four Seasons Fishing 1, we had a 28 pound, 6 ounce pike, I do believe it was. In Four Seasons 2, we had our 34 pounder, which caught by Tim, and then a 27 that I caught myself. Now, I could not figure out how I was going to get any better than to beat that. Now, we was due to go to France this week, where we thought we was going to film our Four Seasons Fishing 3. Now, unfortunately, France is completely flooded. So, as we've got the camera equipment, we thought, well, we'll do a sort of like a little bit of a diary. So, we're now here at Bain Valley Fisheries, and we're on a lake called the Island Lake, which has only been open, I think, about 5 years, and it's a bit of a mystery to what is actually in here. But we've been fishing it a bit, and we have caught a 28. We can show you that on picture, which is Ev. Now, Ev will be here in the morning, and hopefully he's going to set up behind us a bit further up on the next peg and see how we get on. Now, I know there isn't abundance of fishing here, but when we actually get one, it's stunning. Now, we've got 6 days to have a go at these fish, so this really is sort of a setup which we've literally just done. Now it's 8 o'clock at night, so hopefully through the night we'll see how we get on, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm out there, I'm ready to go. So let's see what happens, and we'll get back to you in the morning and go from there. Okay? I did it out yesterday. Yeah, it was out there.
Basically, I've just been using basic KD rig. Hook point turns every time, catches in your hand. But you've got to have a bait with no weight to it. You can't use a bottom bait because the mechanics of the rig just won't work. Small shot on the hair, so it just wafts and the hook sits on the bottom like that. Use that with a stick, full length stick, full length for the hook length, ultra short hook length. I think that's what's been working for me. Plus my other rig that I've been using is hinge stiff rig in the weed. With a small bait. Just sits up like that in the weed. But you've got to have it critically balanced so that your bait just sinks. And I think they've just been picking it off the top of the weed, finding a basic pop-up. Homemade pop-ups that are really buoyant, so you have to use a lot of weight so it just sinks just right. And I think they've just been finding it on the top of the weed and having that. For my KD rig, I've just been using wafters, what I've made up myself. A little bit of fusion dip in them to add a bit of flavour. They're added with a real big stick as well. Mainly the stick is made of lub duck pellets and crushed boilies. There's quite a lot of oil in them. I think that's been working well for me as well. And a little bit of ground bait to sink the hook into. That's about it really. All basic stuff, which seems to be working. Hopefully anyway.
Well, I can't believe it. Last night on this island lake we managed to bag a massive big mirror carp, so I'm just on the way to weigh it in. Let's go and have a look at it now. That's about him being here for weighing in, does it? Oh wow, look at that. He's gonna go mad, I'm afraid. He's been in there a few hours. And I think the best thing to do really is get it. Right, I'm going to roll you in now in one. Make sure your fins are alright. Come on out, mate. This isn't helping. You're right, Ev. Bit short. £26. 12 ounces. We've just discussed that the one that Ev had is not the same fish as this one, so this one is completely different. And by the look of it, this fish has never been caught. Isn't he beautiful, that one? There we go. Right, far away, chaps. You tell me where you want me, Ev, and we'll go from there. What? Slippery. Let's have another go. He's about to buck. That's busy, that is. He's a male.
Yeah, he is, yeah. Yeah, he is.
Right.
That's why he's scrapping. That's a good one.
Like I said before, this is such a mystery lake. Nobody really knows what's in here. But now we've just found another one that we haven't had before, so let's get him back and see what today brings. Okay? Oh, look at that. If I could just get my hand to the other side. I daren't risk it though.
Now he'll go, mate, won't he?
Yeah.
Well, if he goes, he goes, doesn't he?
Ready? Oh, look at him behaving for a picture. Hang on. How's that? Oh, God, he's an absolute star, this fish, isn't he? How about that? Can you get that in? Are ready?
Yeah.
Right, that's enough. Do whatever you need to do. Come out. What about that, Mr. Broxhome? There he goes. Look at that. Wait, look at that. What a picture.
Just to bury his head in the weed, isn't he?
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so we've just have a recap on day 2. We've had Ev's arrived, weighed in the fish at £26.12, as you saw earlier on. Now we've seen Ev's rig, so far I've had a recast in here. Whether we're going to try this one more night tonight, and then I think tomorrow, depending on what happens tonight, if we get any liners, if there's any fish in the swim or whatever, depends on whether we stay here I'm going to move to the other side of the island, because believe it or not, we're actually on about a 3-acre island here. As you can see, it's really calm. There's a lot of weeds starting to come out there now. So basically now I've got one up against in the hedge there, because I do believe the travel up and down there, believe it or not, that is where I caught that one last night at 3 o'clock, right in there. So we'll see what happens, but I've got one out there again, the weed, and so we'll sort of go from there. But we'll have a look at my rigs tomorrow, and I'll show you what I used to catch that mirror earlier on. So let's see how we get on through the night, and we'll go from there. Okay? Hello, so you joined me on day 3 at 2:45. Now my mate Ev has just gone. Last night we had a torrential downpour, but you know, the sun's out again. We decided to move spots. I didn't see a lot of fish around the other side, so I decided to move round here. But the 26 pound 12 ounce mirror that we caught, I'm just going to show you my rig, but it's not exactly my rig, because it's something that Rick, another friend of mine's, taught me. So we'll go there now. Right, here we go. So basically this is called two-tone, right? So it's coated braid, it's line with a plastic coating on it. And what I do is, first of all, I make a little loop in it. I put my hook on it, but first of all, I strip the braid back to about there. And the reason I do that is so that if I wanted to pop my bait up somewhere like that in the water, so it's sat on the bottom, literally like that in the water, I could do that by putting that shot further down. This is called a dumbbell, and this is what I caught it on. So basically, you get a needle and you push it straight up the middle, literally like that, and that's so that you can pull it back. Now remember me telling you about the loop? This is the tricky bit. For people that are getting older, it gets harder and harder work, and eventually you do need glasses. So here we go, push that through, and it's got like a little hook on it. Push that through all the way until it comes out. Then it gets even trickier, because then you put a little tiny boilie stopper through the end. I know it's very difficult for you to see, but it goes through, and then you just pull it through and it stops it going through. So now, because I've got that shot there on the end, it will sit on the bottom wherever that shot is, like that. It hides though, also leaving the white or the boilies show. Now other boilies come in other different colours, shapes, smells, and that is basically just a boilie. But that goes on in exactly the same place as that, if you wanted that, in any colour, any taste, any shape, whatever you want. In here I have a right old mix. Now it's a bit greasy, this is. So what I'm going to do is, this is like a PVA bag, and I've got a longer boilie needle here, so I'm going to basically push that through. That's perfect. It won't hurt it to do the bag, so I push that through. Then at the other end there's another hoop, so it's basically push that one in, that one, and then you push that over so it doesn't cut. Pull it through right down until it covers the hook. So let me show you that. So then it goes into the back. So then basically it's all hooked. So you know that when you cast out, that lands on the bottom like that, that hook isn't going to bury itself into weed or anything else. The bag will dissolve, leaving that up in the air like that, with the hook buried, as I showed you earlier on. And you know full well that the weed hasn't got caught in or anything else. So that's how that's going to go. So leave that there. And then again, we need to shovel this through here. So again, the loop on the end. I'm going to push that down there, and basically that is my rig. That is it. That then just slides up onto like a clip. So it's a clip and it will sit on the bottom like that. That bag will dissolve, doing a bit of a spread. It's lovely and scenty, full of tunas, all sorts of stuff in there. That's basically it. So let's go and fire that out and see what happens. Right, well, we was just about to set up for something and suddenly the rod's turned off, but it's not a carp. I don't think. Oh, what? It's a pike. Oh my God! You're joking me. It's a pike. What? Would you believe it? Max, come out. It's a little baby pike. Would you believe it? And in we go. Max, come out. And that's why we call him Spod Dog, because he won't leave fish alone. What? Right, I don't believe it. Baby pike. Right, let's go get him on up. Wrong species. Yeah, so this little fella here is called a pike. Not the target species of a carp. He's a lively little monkey. Now, believe it or not, this little fella here is probably about 2 or 3 years old. And from that, they can grow up to 30 pound, which is huge. But no different, so they all stay the same. But I'm sure you'll agree, look at the patterns on there. Wasn't expected, but let's get it back and see if we can get a proper carp. There we go. One little fella. Baby. Still hurt your finger ends though if you get them. Right, let's go put him back. So it's day 3. It's now 7:30. As you can see, it's totally changed, very calm now. We've had a reposition. There's a lot of weed here and it shelves down to about 8 to 10 foot across there. So we've got one side of the weed, we've got one across under the hedge and one across in that direction. It's getting to the bewitching hour where now through the night we'd hope to catch something. But like I say, we've repositioned ourselves here. James is going to disappear in the morning. We'll bring you another little shot in the morning, see what happens, see if we can get anything through the night, and then we'll go from there. So I'll see you in the morning. So where's Max sleeping tonight? Peekaboo. His nose is going. What's that pigeon, Max? What's that? What's he doing? He's filming you. Can't get no peace and quiet anywhere, can you? Hey? Stupid. Get in! Yes, sir. Oh, he's a common. How's that? A common. Fantastic. Right. Let's get him weighed in then, eh? What time is it? Oh, 4:25. And we've got one. Right, let's get him weighed in. Good lad. Right, let's have a quick snout at this. And he's I can't look and see. So it again. Round once, so he's on the green. He's not. I can't see a thing. So he's on the green, which means he's Here, James. Right, let's start again. Round once, he's on the green. So the green says
28.5.
28.5. Wow, common, 28.5. 5:30 in the morning on day 4?
Yes.
Yes, day 4. So let's sack him up and we'll take some pictures of him a bit later on. Get these rods sorted out. Oh, fantastic start. Yep, that'll do it. You haven't done that, show me flag chucking that in like that, have you?
No.
Go on, use a kick. Well, what a time we've had here. I'm afraid this is the last time that the cameraman's going to be here. So, right, my thoughts. So this is our video diary of day 4. As you've just seen, we've got a massive big common at £28.6. So my thoughts. I definitely think we did right thing on the first night. Well, obviously did, because we had a £26 mirror from over the other side. So now the move has paid off. Now we've got that big common, which we're going to weigh in a minute. So I'm quite happy with what I've done. My rigs and everything seem to work up. The rig that I caught the mirror on at the far side, and I showed you, I've literally popped it about that far off the bottom, which has worked. So as far as I'm concerned, my move to the deeper water has worked. I know there's an awful lot of rain to come tonight, which I'm hoping might just persuade them. Maybe the oxygen will go in, maybe we might get some more, I don't know, it's all up and down. This still is a mysterious lake, and incidentally that common that I caught has never been caught. And what I thought the mirror was the one that Ev caught was not the one that Ev caught. It was actually slightly smaller than the one Ev caught, but stunning. As you've seen on film, it was stunning. I'm so pleased with that one. But this common, it's just the icing on the cake as far as I'm concerned. So I think that's about all I can tell you. So now I think it's time to go and get it weighed again, just to check it finally, take some pictures, and then that'll be the end of my video diary. I hope you've enjoyed it, and hopefully next year it's going to be the Four Seasons 3 in France. I know it's been a bit of a disaster this year, but hopefully next year I'm going to get the chaps together. We're going to organise this again, and we're going to go over there and film a whole week in France as a Four Seasons 3, and I'm really looking forward to that. So just for now, we'll go get a weighed in and just check the weight, make sure we're right, get the pictures, and away we go. So I'll see you later, chaps. Day 4, common at 28.8. So if you want to whiz in there. Don't be naughty. Don't be naughty. Hang on, we'll do that again. Cut! So day 4 and a 28.8 common. So if you want to have a real good look at that.
Beautiful.
God, it's heavy. Really chunky, this one. Dark on the top. Scale for scale, perfect. Okay. Right, I'm going to take some pictures of it now. But as far as I'm concerned, that's it. That's us done. Okay. Yeah. Oh, and come on, Beth. Whiz round here and have a look at this. What do you think?
Brilliant.
Brilliant. Yeah. And don't forget, next year, 4 Seasons Fishing 3 is going to be filmed in France. So let's hope we can double this one. So there's a little something for you, Richard Espin and Ev to join us, along with Semp and Sean next year, hopefully. See if we can catch something the double the size of this one here. Okay? Thanks guys. See you another time. And that, my friends, is... Ooh! That, my friends, is the end of the camera. So let's get all this together and we'll go from there. Yeah? Right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, look it down there. No. It's a bit slow and tight, but they'll go in a minute.